Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about at least the new Wind who's coming out here, and which is Wind Vast. Now, this character has been a character that has been on at least my radar for the last week, and boy, I'm excited to actually go ahead and talk about her and at least say, should you go ahead and pull or should you save? Now, this is going to be pretty much kind of like should you summon type deal, so just treat it like that as well. And yeah, if you guys are interested in this type of video, of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new and or returning. And as always, everything always matters. It's always nice. So thank you guys for all that support. One other thing that I gotta say before we get into the video is if you want to be involved inside at least my community or some of at least the P5X community, be sure to jump down below in that description and actually check out that Discord as well. It should be called Gotcha Metaverse, which is my server, and I keep everybody involved at least on the P5X side of things for TW, KR, CN, and eventually global. So let's get straight into it. But all right, so talking about at least Wind and Chiome being her persona, or at least Wind Vast here, she is going to be an interesting character. She's going to be a buffer, which is going to be our first time inside of this game seeing a navigator go from, of course, a navigator to a on-field fighter. So this is kind of interesting. She is the first of many for a lot of things here. The first to actually have a persona evolution, as well as a first to actually finally become a navigator who's now on the main field. Now, if you guys don't know who exactly Wind is, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the character as the 4-star because she's not out as a 5-star just yet on It's global, but I mean, sorry, on the TW yet. That won't happen till Wednesday. And I have to say, this character without a doubt is actually amazing. If I can find her, there she is. She's amazing. So her persona and stuff actually ended up evolving in the latest actual story, which we will be doing on the actual stream here. Look out for that. Hopefully the update doesn't come out too late, because if it comes out pretty early, then I'll be streaming. If it comes out way too late, then I'll probably just do it all off camera, which will kind of suck. But yeah, this character here ended up having a persona evolution and just managed to change her whole role entirely. Instead of being a Navi, she is now a buffer or a supporter, to say. Now, her 5-star variant is actually insane for at least what I know and at least what I've been seeing here. She's pretty darn good. The only thing is with this character is, should you pull for this character or should you go ahead and save? As a TLDR to save some people some time here, I straight up say if you are a just free to play, right, and you're trying to save up for a bunch of other characters, I feel like you should save. Now, this is only if you're free to play and you're going for A0. A0 is really nice, but it is really restricted to one team. And the reason why I'm going to at least talk about this is because with her A0, she's mainly restricted to win teams, right? She's not really meant to be going to other teams, because what allows her to do that, or at least what allows her to start being on other teams, is actually her A1. So instead of at least her main passive, which is the Wind of Vitality, and it actually only applies for wind related teams. So when you are taking wind damage, that's when you're able to actually do this type of thing with her. Well, at A1, it actually says when taking any elemental damage. So if you can deal any elemental damage, then it just applies for her whole kit. This character, without a doubt, once she does get her 5-star, is actually going to be pretty darn good. But for free to plays, it's going to be kind of interesting. Is she like Ford, at least in the matter of at least usability? She kind of is, but a little bit less. The reason why I say a little bit less is because with Cord, in which we can go ahead and just move over and I can show who that is again. With Cord at A0, she could work out in any team, right? Work out in any team immediately, didn't matter. With Wind here, at least her 5-star variant, she can be thrown in some teams at A0, but it's kind of in between. You're better off just using Leon, or either you're better off with something like that instead of utilizing her, seeing that mainly her stuff is meant for those wind-based teams. So really Mont team and stuff like that, if you pulled for Mont, then you would be going for, of course, the 5-star Wind. But if you didn't, or if you just don't care that much about Mont and you really wanted to use her for everything, then your only choice would be at least getting her A1, and that's about it. Now, does this actually shoot down that this character is terrible? No, her skills fully change from what they are here. As you can see, they're all buffed here, but in the future, when we of course get her skills fully change. They're absolutely just all different. And all these guys work a little bit differently in general. Instead of her being like this ordinary just buffer with this, or at least an ordinary like navigator type deal where we have to wait a certain amount of actions, she now has her own buffs here in which like she can give back SP, being at least SP recovery. She's able to, of course, help out one of your characters on at least attack based, or at least on crit damage, of course. And then she's also able to at least help out all your allies on attack based type stuff here. Now, this character without a doubt is going to be interesting. She's just going to have a different weapon. These weapons are not going to be pretty much usable for her other than just like stat sticks. So of course, when it does come down to the character, you might want to get the 4-star or the 5-star that does come along with her. But all in all, the character is really good. But when it comes down to pulling and saving, I think a lot of people should most likely be saving for this, or at least saving past this character. But there's more at least than that I'm going to end up talking about. Now, now that we went over at least a little bit on at least her whole kit, or at least some of it, I'm going to actually explain some of the other parts here, which we're going to actually go ahead and take a look at Discord for. So let me go ahead and pull that on up for you guys. Boom, bada bang. There we go. And inside of Discord here, this little area is where things are going to be a little bit changed. Oops, I actually moved that around. It's going to be a little bit changed here. The reason why I say this is because how she works is we've already explained at least her kit. What we need to really take a look at now is going to be more of her weaponry, right? Her weaponry is pretty darn good, right? But usually when you go for a limited, you kind of want to get their limited weapon. And this character is one of those cases where you kind of want to get it. Her whole deal is at least going off her not only SP, but mainly that crit damage. With her signature weapon, she's actually able to get more of that crit damage to actually help out your entire team. So of course, she increases whenever using a skill on allies, she increases her crit damage for a certain amount of turns, which is for all allies. This is only utilizing for that weapon here, in which if you are going to be utilizing her, this weapon, seeing it is mainly on that crit damage type timing, will most likely be what you need to get. So whenever you're pulling for this character, if you do decide to pull, you're 9 times out of 10 gonna want this. So when it comes down to at least saving and stuff like that, it's gonna be kind of rough. So do keep in mind, we do have, of course, story and stuff like that that are gonna get updated with this character. So even with this in play, you should be able to get a decent bit of at least pulls back. Because remember, we got story, we should be having mementos, we have side quests, we have confidant quests. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be there, and you can actually just go ahead and get all of that stuff ready. So I mean, even at the end of the day, if you did want to go ahead and summon for this character, you very well can. Just do understand that there is a little bit of a shocking factor for it. Now for the people who do want to pull and of course decide to whale, of course, at the end of the day, this character is absolutely amazing. Final verdict for her is she's actually cracked out. She's really, really good of a character. But if you're a person who needs to figure out some worth for her, unless you're going for A1, it's going to be kind of iffy to go ahead and summon on this character. And I feel like that's going to be for a lot of people. Though she is kind of in that position with Cord where if you don't get her, it's going to be kind of rough, because you're going to want to get at least the dupes later on to actually make real use for her. She's most likely going to be a staple for at least a team 2 of some sort. So it's going to be kind of hard deciding to skip. Am I going to be trying to get this character? If you guys are waiting on at least my opinion here, I'm going to try. It's going to be kind of hard because I won't be able to like pull day 1 at least. And I keep saying, God dang, that one saying just now, it sucks. But it's going to be, oh my God, I said it again. You know what? You guys get the message. I'm not even going to keep going and talking about this. We're going to try and get the character. I'm going to try. And we're going to complete all of the goddamn story to do so. But till next time, everybody, tell me what you think down below in the comment section. And y'all have a nice one. Peace.